All right, recorder's running. Good morning, everyone. Today is May 1st. Happy May 1st, everybody. Wednesday, May 1st. Let's talk about a few charts. Let's do things a little different. Start sort of backwards today. Let's take a look at some charts, and then we'll take a look at the market. Let's do that. First chart I want to take a look at is Tesla. Now, I did buy a put on Tesla yesterday, and we're down today. We're down yesterday from where I bought it. And that was a gap trade, is what it was. So we gapped up, and then it alerted. Pre-market looks like the bulls are trying to get up there a little bit. I'm still holding it. I'm going to hold it for a little bit here this morning, unless it just gets crazy bullish. It's possible. Could do that. But one thing's for sure, I will be closing it today without question. So anyway, the Tesla trade's looking pretty good. Simple gap trade. We gapped up and then failed right in here. All right, let's take a look at the Qs, let's take a look at the Qs. Overall, the Qs are still bearish here. Still bearish. The trend indicator is down. We're below the 50-period moving average. T-line's below the trend indicator, so that's still short to me. The problem with shorting the Qs is this could be expensive for some folks. So one way to do it is maybe go long QID. Here's QID. Now QID, for those that are familiar with the rounded bottom breakout, that is a rounded bottom breakout setup. Let's get this going here. There we go. You can see we've rallied up, and overall we've pulled back here. Boom. And we have a little morning star set up, and then so far this morning we have a little inside day in here. So what I would be looking for that trade is a pop to the upside. And the rounded bottom breakout, dotted deuce is always a target up here, as well as the 200 period moving average. So that's one way to short the Qs. Maybe if you can't short the Qs, or it's too expensive, but we might want to take a look at QID here. Price is above the T-line. T-line's above the trend indicator. Trend indicator's green. Looking like a pretty good chart there. Let's take a look at IWM. Okay, IWM still looks short. Let's draw a couple lines on that. Here we are down, here we are up, and so far it looks like we're moving down. There's nothing about the chart that looks bullish at this point. In fact, the only way this chart could get bullish in the beginning is to move over this recent high, and truthfully, I would want it over about 203.60, 203.70 maybe, to get in there to be bullish. But one way to trade those is maybe take a look at TZA if you want to short the Qs. TZA. Once again, this is a rounded bottom breakout right there. Here is our rally to the upside. Here we've pulled back. Once again, we have a little bullish morning star right in here. So price is above the T-line. This is a nice little buy area. 3-8 trap is what we've got going on. Trend indicator has turned green from the consolidation blue dots right there. So I'd be looking for this to move up. That would be what I would want if I was long. Because it's a rounded bottom breakout, we're going to put a target on both those moving averages. This is the dotted deuce, and there's the 200. Of course, there's other areas you might look at taking profits. If you look over here, you take this high over here. What's that date? February 5th, around 23.40. You might watch that area. So there's places in there you might add little lines and little concerns. All right, let's go to the SPY now. SPY is still bearish. There's absolutely nothing about the SPY that I would want to trade bullish at the moment. We've got a high, low, failed high, and we're pulling back now. You've got a nasty little downtrend here. 50-period moving average, we're under that. Price and T-line under the trend indicator. That's just not a good recipe for long. It's just not. That's not to say that that today could get bullish. It could happen. Tomorrow, hey, that's not to say that can't happen. It could. And to go with that, if we're going to do that, well, this could happen too. So all we have is the chart in front of us. Guessing is not what we want to do. So let's just trade the chart. But, $500 might not be what you're looking for to short, buy a put, or just short. So maybe one way to do it is SDS. Okay, look at SDS. Nice rounded bottom breakout. That's the rounded bottom breakout right there. Let me get my arrow again. There we go. Nice little bottom on this. Look at that bullish W pattern set up. That's what got this kind of kicked off moving here. And from there, we just we had a little chop here on the trend indicator. And then we just got all kinds of bullish. Price went up. Price came back. Pretty normal. The blue dots indicate a little consolidation. Maybe you want to stay away from it at the blue dots. Some people do. Some people, doesn't matter. Well, here we're starting to turn red again. Again, we've got that morning star signal. Nice pop up on yesterday. And now we have a little quiet, little inside day of the week being put in here pre-market. Again, we're still going to look at targets up here. There may be little mini targets along the way, but we're still going to look for targets at the dotted deuce and the 200. Of course, we all know that Mr. Powell is speaking today at 2 p.m. And if you didn't know that, whoa, wake up. 2 p.m. today, he'll be talking. Could cause the market to go all kinds of which ways. So a lot of things could change in here. In the meantime, let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon reported last night. And as I look at this Amazon chart, I have a tough time being long this right now. I have a little bit of a tough time being short this right now, too. We're going through a bit of, right through here. See those blue dots right in there? That's telling me to be a little bit cautious. A chop is what that's telling me. And that's not really where I want to trade. I want to trade in a trend, whether the trend is bullish or whether the trend is bearish. And chop is not the place I like to be. So I'm thinking Amazon 184.40 might trigger a long trade, possibly, for me anyway. To the downside, if we started getting down below, I'll say about 176, getting close to that, basically where the low this morning here, 176.25, that might be a good place to look for a short or a put if you're trading an option. So that's Amazon there. Nothing in here really looks that great. Starbucks also reported they didn't have too many good things to say about their future, really. From what I kind of glanced at a few things and then heard a couple things on CNBC, So Starbucks may have a little trouble here. I'm going to take a look at the weekly chart. We're sitting right at the 500 period moving average right now. And if we can get through that, to be honest, if you look over here to the left, that might be a pretty good target, sort of a longer term target for Starbucks. Probably not something that's going to happen in the next couple of days. So 61.80 might be a little bit of a longer term target. Now that we've gapped down, there's going to be always, these bottom feeders come in here and try to pick up a little scalping, bullish, playing with it down here. Just be careful right away after the earnings drama. But there's not much about Starbucks that I could put in a bullish category. There is one chart I want to point out that just might be bullish, and it might be something we look at for, think about it down the road a little bit, and I'll show you here. Nice little rounded bottom here on 3M. We popped up, little consolidation we're trying to break out. What's impressive to me on 3M is the possible target of about 119, 120 up here. So that, that makes that a little over a $20 move on it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good money. Let's go to the weekly chart. And if you take a look at that weekly chart, you can see where I got the 119, 120 area. There's the 200 period moving average. Weekly chart, for those that know how to trade the rounded bottom breakout, or you understand it, you like it, that's what we are in on a weekly chart. Nice little, what we call an RBB setup or rounded bottom breakout. And I'm looking for it to move up to that 200 period moving average. Now, like all charts, it could go up. It could come back down to here too and go up and up and up. And, it's not like, just because someone likes the chart, and you're looking at that as a target, it just doesn't mean it's going to do that right there. Okay. That's not quite how it works. But 3M is going to be one that I'm going to look for an entry, whether it be today or whether it be next week or the week after, and then we'll look for that to move up toward that 120. Go back to the SPY really quick. I do want to remind everybody that Mr. Powell is talking today. That could be a real game changer. The weekly chart on the SPY is putting in what we call an Oreo cookie. This is, we look at this as a bearish setup, and it's where you have I use black and white candles. So I have a black candle, white candle, black candle, and if we start falling through these 197, 497, 494 is where I have these lines at. Through that area right there, my next target down is going to be about 481 and some change. So that's what I have for the market. That's what I have for the day. More than likely, with Feds coming on at 2 p.m., it might be a pretty bum day until we get a little closer, and then you'll see a lot of traders, a lot of investors trying to shift things around like they know what they're doing. So be cautious, be cautious. I can tell you right now, I plan to be pretty much in cash before Mr. Powell gets on stage. All right, everyone take care. Have a great, great day. We'll see you in about half an hour in the trading room. All righty. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Appreciate it.